You're listening to Forge Theater Labs. Update April 26, 2075.
Brought to you by Radio Free America.
Where we spread a message of dissent opposing the current authoritarian regime.
Because our winters have gotten so cold.
Thanks, global warming.
The tanks are stuck in the snow.
Maine has become the last republic.
What else is new?
For those of you who are just joining us, here are the headlines.
Despite superior manpower, there's been a setback for the joint Trumpite and Russian imperial forces.
Once again, snow on the Eastern Front.
We are currently taking refuge in a bunker broadcasting to the satellite outposts.
Each of you is a beacon of resistance.
We all became rebels for our own reasons.
My college students were disappeared by ICE. Protesters were especially targeted.
I'm a refugee from the California fires where we were denied federal aid due to petty political disagreements.
Most of us stayed quiet longer than we should have.
We look forward to the Truth Commission where we will eventually find justice for the many crimes of this regime. We're losing our signal.
Apologies. As our longtime listeners know, broadcasting over these MAGA-controlled airwaves is always a challenge. Control of the media is part of the House's so-called Supreme Leader Trump III,
along with the triumvirate capitalist dynasties of Zuckerberg, Bezos, and Musk,
are trying to hold on to power for the next generations.
But as hard as they try, they will never silence us.
Hold. I'm receiving some troubling signals on my headset. Our location may have been compromised.
I thought the troops were stuck in the snowdrifts.
The drones can reach us if they know our coordinates.
They're coming for us now.
Oh, God!
Quick, put out an SOS call.
You're listening to Forge Theater Labs.
Where does that idea come from?
A podcast devoted to exploring theater history.
Is anything that original?
Concepts and storytelling.
Isn't that just an assumption?
And the creation of theater from behind the scenes.
How do they even do that?
This is Forge Theater Labs.
History, innovation, perspective.
This episode was brought to you by Forge Theater Labs and in part by the Circular Series. Forge Theater Labs is devoted to innovations in theatrical direction, choreography, design, dramaturgy, and beyond. Through re-examining established conventions and assumptions, we craft theatrical experiences that resonate deeply with audiences today and inspire the future of the craft. Want to get your brand in front of a passionate, creative, and engaged audience? Forge Theater Labs is looking for partners to sponsor this podcast and join us in bringing bold, innovative theater to life. If you'd like to place an ad right here, reach out to us at marketing@forgetheaterlabs.com.
forgetheaterlabs.com. It's a simple, powerful way to support the arts while sharing your message with listeners who care about creativity and community. Again, that's marketing@forgetheaterlabs.com. Let's build something extraordinary together, and long live the regime.
What is that?
Great Scott, get in!
Do I know you?
Chances are you are familiar with a classic filmic representation of me from the 1980s. I am the inventor Dr. Emmett Brown.
Wait, as in the Doc Brown from Back to the Future?
One and the same.
You gotta be kidding me.
I answered your SOS call.
In a DeLorean.
I wish we could meet under better circumstances. You've been living in a particularly dark alternative timeline. Last time it was just Marty's family in Hill Valley. This time it's our country. The world is in trouble.
We know.
Come on, let's go.
I'm not sure about this.
It is not hyperbole to say that the future of the world depends on us. And this place is going to blow up in a matter of minutes.
When you put it like that.
Watch your heads. Buckle up.
Wow, a real time-traveling DeLorean.
It's been revamped with completely updated technological capabilities. But the classics always have more style.
This is so cool.
Time circuit's on. Our coordinates are being calculated.
What time are we traveling to?
We are no longer required to input a date or destination. AI will determine the precise time and location that align with our requirements.
How does it know?
Simple. Your headrests have brain scanners. Think of it as AI-improved GPS.
So you have no idea where.
Or when we're going to?
You're just gonna have to trust me. Do you trust me?
Yes, Doc Brown, I trust you.
No, but I mean, what could go wrong?
Well, full disclosure, although I've never experienced it, there's a chance of molecular disintegration and...
Forget it! I don't want to know!
Yeah, there will be slight turbulence when we shift out of hover mode.
88 miles per hour, here we come. Don't worry, Maya. Where
we're going, we don't need roads. Is everyone okay?
Well, I'm still intact.
I really need to perfect my landing technique.
Where are we?
According to this tracking device, we have been transported to the Acropolis, Athens, 411 BC.
Why go back so far in time?
When trying to save democracy, why not go back to the birth of democracy?
I guess that makes sense.
I can't believe I've gone back in time with Doc Brown. Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies.
I wasn't a fan of the third.
That was the best.
Just like a lot of the past, the Wild West just doesn't do it for me.
Unfortunately, it looks like we've crashed into a building of some kind. Let's hide the DeLorean behind it and figure out what we do next. Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
I gotta check under the hood.
What's wrong?
What happened to Mr. Fusion?
Mr. Fusion has been obliterated.
Oh no.
Unbelievable! In all my tests, Mr. Fusion was virtually indestructible.
Well, can you fix it?
Of course I can fix it, once we get it to the closest garage.
You just said we were in ancient Greece.
Oh yeah, well, this is a predicament.
So we are stuck here.
For the time being. But in my experience, there is a valid reason we have been brought here.
Maya, we're reporters, so come on, let's go investigate.
What was that crash? What have you done?
Who are you?
I am Lysimacha, priestess of Athena, Polias. And who are you?
Ma'am, I'm Josh. This is Maya.
Just call me Doc.
The prophets predicted I would be meeting strange visitors from far away today.
You have no idea.
Did the prophets say why?
These prophets are always cryptic. What a mess you've made. Dionysus will be most displeased. The scheme will need to be fixed to be the backdrop for the performance later today.
We're so sorry.
You must make offerings to calm the wrath of Dionysus. Follow me to the Thymele.
The what?
Our altar at the center of the circle. Here, light this incense. Pour this wine.
This place is amazing.
Where are we?
Theater Dionysus. You're lucky it's dawn, or your crash would have caused quite an uproar. Now kneel.
Come on, we don't have time for this.
You show any more disrespect, these offerings will not suffice. You will have to slaughter a goat.
Okay. I'm kneeling.
Dionysus is likely sleeping soundly after a night of revelries.
Your god is asleep?
Some folks feel like our god is asleep too.
We must wake him before the plays begin. O Dionysus, god of theater, of wine, of revelry, forgive these travelers. They know not the ways of your followers. We come in supplication. We, along with all the citizens of Athens, come to honor you during your festival.
All the citizens? They're coming here?
Yes, it's a big day. We must prepare. You may stand. What do you think you're doing?
I'm, tasting this wine.
Maya, I think it's like holy wine?
Look, I need to calm down, okay? Here! I'm toasting to Dionysus.
Quiet down. We don't want the guards coming.
I wasn't speaking that loudly.
This place has amazing acoustics.
That way you hear every word, even in the last row. Music is central to our theater. Theater started as a chorus singing hymns to Dionysus. Ah, it is a sign Dionysus has arisen. He is with us now.
Or maybe it's musicians and singers rehearsing nearby.
O ye of little faith.
Eventually, the actor Thespis stepped out and responded to the chorus.
Ah, from Thespis we get thespian. There are Greek origins for so many of our words.
Are you a student of linguistics?
I dabble.
Then you must stay for the plays. The festival is so important that it is customary for us to call a truce to war. We put aside our differences and celebrate together.
Really? Wars stop for theater? Can you imagine that?
It sounds like some kind of theatrical Arcadia, where everyone is equal.
Well, not exactly. Women and slaves, usually prisoners of war, are not considered citizens. Most women sit in that section over there and are only seated once all the men have found a seat. And women are not allowed to perform.
Why not?
It would be improper. Male actors play women characters.
I can see why the conservatives ban their plays.
Most of the women of Athens are expected to be happy as mothers and wives.
I wish we could say it's much different from where we come from, but like the ancient Greeks, MAGA is scared of women in power.
We've seen that ever since Roe v. Wade was overturned in Project 25. Women have had increasingly less autonomy and control over their bodies.
As a woman of particularly noble birth, I am an exception in Athens. I have risen to power as a religious leader to the highest possible position for a woman. I have my own prohedria, a seat of honor, in the front row here, with my name inscribed in the marble right here.
Wow.
The gods have been good to me. We all need the goodwill of the gods today. Aristophanes' Lysistrata will be performed for the first time.
Wait, I've heard of that play, but I've never been able to get a copy. Where we come from, it's been banned for years.
Censorship is always the worst enemy to the muses. What excuses did they come up with?
If I remember correctly, some have called it obscene. It was banned by the Nazis during World War II, again banned, or as we like to call it, rubioed, in the national headquarters of Mar-a-Lago during Trump's third term. Around the same time, liberal was officially declared a swear word.
Aristophanes makes fun of our leaders with them sitting in the front rows, but his plays have never been banned.
You see, in our time, quality education is being limited to the extremely wealthy.
So few of the younger generation know how to read anymore.
And many books and artworks have been banned by Trump University.
What a shame.
Live theater has been stamped out.
Way too many so-called woke snowflake transgressives.
I have no idea what any of those words mean.
Oh, don't worry. They don't know either.
Our government supports the theater. It is a great honor to be a choragus and sponsor a play. At the foot of this hill, we held a proagon, a pre-contest where the playwrights gave an idea of what the play will be about.
Oh, like a preview.
Aristophanes' satires are often controversial, but based on the people's responses, I'm a little worried Lysistrata will be dismissed as pure fantasy.
Critics still tend to dismiss comedies.
Comedies rarely win Oscars.
An Oscar?
An Academy Award.
Oh, we love awards. We thrive in competition. Just like the Olympics, we give honors for plays. Sophocles wins the most, but the comedic playwrights are not as respected.
So why is this play so important?
This play is very personal to me. The Peloponnesian Wars have been waged for as long as I can remember. One of my responsibilities is to protect Athens, and so I have been speaking out against the wars, and I am honored that Aristophanes was inspired by me to write Lysistrata.
Your names are so similar.
My name, Lysimacha, loosely translated means dissolver of battles. Her name, Lysistrata, means dissolver of armies. In the play, Lysistrata leads a sex strike to force an end to the wars.
Where does she get that idea?
Aristophanes' main characters have ideas that spring seemingly out of nowhere.
A happy idea.
But in this case, the happy idea didn't come out of nowhere. You say it came from you.
I'm not exactly starting a sex strike. That is Aristophanes' sense of humor. But I advocate for peace and represent the women of Athens.
If you were his inspiration, then don't you want credit?
I am the priestess of Athena. There is a statue of me on the Parthenon. I don't need any more credit than that.
We've all heard of Lysistrata, but have either of you heard of Lysimacha?
No.
I'm no theater expert, more of a science guy myself.
The audience will know Aristophanes is referring to me. He already mentioned me in his earlier play, Peace. Hush, the noise of battle. Be a true Lysimacha to us. But Lysistrata is more controversial. If he does not change my name, it may become awkward for me.
I see.
Josh, Maya, let's remember we're not here to make Lysimacha question her reality. We are here to learn from her. We must remember to do our best not to cause a cataclysmic chain reaction that could forever alter this timeline.
Got it, Doc.
Please proceed, priestess.
Lysistrata convinces the women of Greece to take an oath of chastity. They gather from all different regions, including Sparta, the city-state we are at war with, and our traditional rivals. The character Lampito is from Sparta, and the Athenian women look down on her.
Why?
They have a hard time understanding her dialect. She's strong, but lacks refinement. While we Athenians are known for our democracy, literature, and art, Spartans are known as warriors. But the women are able to find common ground because we are all sick of war, of death. The women of Athens have been taught to be subservient, but together they stand up to the men. What if your women insisted on peace?
How about the rest of us fighting for peace as well?
What I surmise from that Lysistrata's success is that coalitions are not only necessary, but integral to initiate change.
But isn't live theater outdated? Now, wouldn't it be easier to spread dissent through media that can reach the masses?
Since authorities are tracking every mediated form, I have hope that the very ephemeral nature of theater can be its secret weapon. Theater makers can meet in untraditional spaces with comparatively little funding.
Plus, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling starved for human contact.
There have been numerous scientific studies that demonstrate gathering together, sharing stories live, spreads human empathy.
That has been declining, especially since the rise of social media.
Marty, come in, Marty!
As in Marty McFly?
Lysimacha, do you mind excusing us for a moment?
I have to go get some more wine anyway. Somebody drank it all.
Sorry about that.
My wrist transmitter must be damaged.
So where is Marty?
Oh, the team had to break up. Marty is trying to locate the precise moment when your timeline went awry. A crucial turning point that led to Donald Trump becoming president of the United States not once but twice. Inconceivable! And to think I didn't believe Marty when he told me the actor Ronald Reagan became president. I mean, he'd co-starred with a chimp.
Who knew the Biffs of the world would get so much power?
Because of this unexpected shift, there are many innocent people disappearing from photos as we speak.
Do you think that Trump found out about time travel and found some almanac or something? Has he been using it to his advantage to predict the future?
Like Back to the Future 2?
No, Trump would have made a lot more money if that was the case. Although we do suspect Elon Musk may have snuck into the future and stolen something.
That tracks.
I'm here, Marty!
Why would that matter?
Well, we thought that way Trump wouldn't have become as widely known to American TV audiences, which would prevent his eventual election.
I like that timeline.
Come on, Marty.
But these men only know what hip sex. They know a hit when they see it. This show, The Apprentice, it's unstoppable.
At Forge Theater Labs, we want this podcast to be as collaborative as it was when we created it. That's where you come in. Have an idea for a future episode, a guest you'd love to hear from, or just thoughts on how we can make the show even better? Feel free to email us at info@forgetheaterlabs.com.
ForgeTheaterLabs.com. Your voice shapes the stories we tell, so don't be shy. Let us know what you think.
Welcome back to Forge Theater Labs. Look, we're getting distracted. Our country is in a World War III type situation. Marty's out there doing something useful. How is all of this talking helping anyone?
Maya, calm down. Breathe with me. This is a natural response. The adrenaline is coursing through your brain. For major disruptive timeline events, Marty and I have learned to take a two-pronged approach. Marty is dealing with the individual who appears to be the catalyst, but there seems to be larger societal issues at play here. To put it simply, even if Donald Trump was never elected president, if we don't make further fundamental changes, someone similar would be likely to come to power.
Let's try to figure out why we're here. We gotta keep asking questions.
So what can a play from so long ago teach us about ending our war?
I have brought more wine. Now we mustn't drink it all.
Don't worry.
When we're surrounded by violence, when war has waged on for decades, how can we find peace?
Lysistrata just seems so idealistic.
You don't have to follow Aristophanes. You can come up with your own happy ideas. In Lysistrata, the happy idea is a sex strike for peace. In another of his recent plays, Aristophanes made politicians birds.
I think of them more like toads.
Or snakes.
Are all of your politicians so terrible?
Those in power currently, they're worse. I mean, I don't really have anything against toads or snakes.
We're reporters. We stick to the facts. In really dark times, what is the point of theater, of art?
A question that has been asked many times throughout history, and yet art persists.
I mean, when change is needed so desperately, aren't there more practical things we should be doing?
Nothing is stopping us from doing those things too.
But nobody can do it all.
It's true. Art takes time, focus, and energy.
News updates are necessary.
But if that's all you're focused on, it gets harder and harder to remember the before times. Imagine a future.
Remember, you two were busy reporting the news when I saved you. We need something more.
Maybe we could get inspired by Marx. We could spread the word or the Communist Manifesto.
I'm with you, comrade, even if that stuff is dry.
After all, corporations have taken over our government.
Corporations?
Money interests.
In Lysistrata, the women stormed the Acropolis to get control of the treasury.
See? They know they need to control the means of production.
I believe you have come to me because you have stopped listening to the muses in your land.
It's true. Over the years, I've seen so many of my friends stop writing, stop making art, out of discouragement.
We muses are the daughters of memory. We always exist even if you cannot always hear us. Aristophanes knows we need to laugh even when we are at war, perhaps especially then.
But how is all of this funny?
It is easier if I show you. The costumes are stored in the skini. Follow me. Here is the costume for Canisius.
Oh my God.
What do I see before me? Oh yes, a limp leather phallus.
But why is it outside of his clothes? And so brightly colored.
It is common for Greek comedies. For Lysistrata, this is how the men are shown to have erections and be in pain from being denied by the women. In one of the funniest scenes, Marini pretends to give in to her husband Canisius to tempt him, but comes up with silly excuses why she can't sleep with him. You have to see it.
It's like the male ego is on full display and has become all the more ridiculous.
Imagine our politicians in these costumes.
That seems weirdly appropriate.
Okay, we can see the humor.
As her ultimate bargaining tool, Lysistrata brings peace, symbolized by a naked handmaiden to the Acropolis to distract the sex-starved men. The men immediately agree to a truce. The play concludes in celebration with an exodus of Lysistrata leading the women from the Acropolis while choruses of old men and women sing to the gods.
And do the old men have phalluses too?
Of course.
Please put that costume away.
All right, all right.
Well, what is that device over there?
Oh, that's a deus ex machina, or god from machine. It's a crane that can lift a god in to save the day at the end of a play.
Fascinating mechanics.
So at the end of the play, what position does Lysistrata have in the government?
Nothing official.
Don't tell me men keep governing.
Well, yes.
It kind of feels like Lysistrata sold out.
Or to be more accurate, Aristophanes sold out. Once peace was announced, he had Lysistrata give up and leave her spot at the bargaining table.
Peace without equality is just oppression.
Comedy has a release of Dionysian revelry, but often returns to a sense of order. Usually there's some sort of unification.
Like how Shakespeare's plays often end with a wedding.
I don't know who this Shakespeare is, but I suppose so.
But at the end of Lysistrata, the power structures remain the same. The women go back to their homes. Am I right?
Well, yes.
Lysistrata traded in women's hard-fought power for a truce for the Peloponnesian Wars, but it sure didn't end war altogether.
The ending needs work.
How dare you? I have been patient long enough. First, you desecrate the stage with your strange chariot. Then you resist making offerings. You ask me all sorts of bizarre questions. Speak to voices coming out of your wristbands. You must be crazy, because then you tell me I'm not going to be remembered. You insult Aristophanes, and she drank all the sacrificial wine. I should turn you into the guards.
We're sorry.
We didn't mean to insult anyone.
Come in.
Marty!
Still no reception. Claire can't get through to you either. But in case you can hear me, Jules and Vern have gone on the time-traveling train. You know they wanted to help. They took Einstein Jr. with them.
Well, they've never time-traveled on their own before. My boys are lost in time. I gotta go.
Let us come with you. We can help find them.
Priestess, please. We need your help. Lysimacha, do you have children?
Yes.
Then you understand. I need to get home to save my boys. They are my whole universe.
What were the names of those cranes?
Deus ex machina.
That's what we need. It feels like our whole world could use a Deus ex machina right now.
It looks like we're going to have to pray to the whole pantheon of gods.
What we really need is a bolt of lightning.
Oh, then we must pray directly to Zeus.
Great Scott, of course! Why didn't I think of that?
Hey there, Josh Shu here. If you've been enjoying our episodes and the stories we bring to life, there are a couple of easy ways that you can help us keep the fire burning. First, hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening so you never miss an episode. And if you want to take your support to the next level, you can buy us a coffee or even join our Patreon, helping us create more bold, design-forward, and innovative theater experiences. You'll find all the links on our website at forgetheaterlabs.com. Your support, whether it's a subscription, a donation, or just sharing the show with friends, makes a huge difference. Thanks for helping us forge ahead. You're listening to Forge Theater Labs. How's it going, Doc?
Well, I've made some adjustments to the DeLorean's mechanics. If my calculations are correct, as long as a lightning bolt of electricity hits the conductors directly, they should be able to harness its power to activate the flux capacitor, which will create the temporal displacement field necessary for time travel.
Now, how do we convince Zeus to throw down a lightning bolt?
You don't convince the gods of anything. You pray, but show him all you have learned, and perhaps he will find you worthy.
It is crucial that we reach 88 miles per hour before the car is struck by lightning.
Then you must call out to Zeus when you need him.
I'm not typically a praying man, but you got it.
All the wine is gone again?
Hey, Dionysus. Look, I'm sorry I drank all the wine. I figured you'd understand.
I will pour oil at the altar instead.
Lysimacha, what should we say?
This time, you must pray with your own voices.
We pray to the god Dionysus for theater.
That speaks truth to power.
Is valued by a society that believes in art and life. Face to face is best.
Trusts happy ideas.
And reclaims our sense of humor from those who'd rather have us crying in the streets.
We vow to keep listening to our muses.
Whether they're from ancient Greece or blockbuster movies.
We beg for help from Zeus.
We promise that together we will keep fixing our timeline.
And we won't leave it to the next generation.
O Zeus, Father of all the gods, please use your lightning bolt to help find my sons.
He heard you!
Amen!
Lysimacha, you will always be remembered.
And you'll see the play is destined to be a classic.
May Zeus be with you!
Hurry up! Get in!
Thank you, gods.
Hold on to your seats. Now, King of the gods, send us your lightning bolt!
Help us, Zeus!
We need you!
We're coming, Marty!
This episode was written by Alicia Tycer and produced by Joshua M. Shue and Maya Williams. Story editing and dramaturgy by Rachel Price Cooper. Audio design and editing by me, Sam Rappaport. Featured performances by Mark Rubin as Doc, Kendall Cooper as Lysimacha, and Sam Rappaport as Martin. Incidental music by Connor Linehan. Closing music by Super Order.